What's up, everybody? This is aeiouhd, and I want to make a video about something that's actually pretty important to me, and it sucks. And YouTube has removed the dislike button. I always thought, like, YouTube, they make like weird changes to the website, but it's never been really anything like too bad or too censored or too anything. And I know a lot of people have already regurgitated this opinion that the change that YouTube made when it comes to dislikes was bad. I know that opinion's been regurgitated by many creators, and even the founder of YouTube, one of the founders, Jod Karim. And also, just before we get into it, I just want to explain what happened. I also want to give you a little bit of information. Essentially, YouTube's removing the dislike button because, supposedly, to stop harassment. If you don't want harassment, if you don't want opinions on your content, don't put it out there, dude. It's literally that simple. Like, I put out my content with the full intention that somebody might hate it, And I'm sure there are many people, or I'm sure people have come across my videos where they're like, "What the hell, man? This is really not entertaining at all. I don't like this." But also people like it, and that's pretty cool. But that's not really the point. When you post something on the internet, you should expect criticism, because that's how the internet works, And I'm not saying if you put something on the internet and you get bullied to just get over it, because, well, I think you should understand the risks of putting something on the internet first. I'm going a little bit of tangent, but I'll wrap it up real quick. Obviously you should understand the risks of putting something on the internet, and if you do get criticism, then that should be expected. To learn how to handle it. If it gets too intense, get a therapist or something like that. I'm not a mental expert, but the point I'm trying to make is that the majority of people on the internet just consume content, and the majority of people on the internet just consume content, and then they give their opinion on that. And there's a lot of nasty people on the internet who will very gladly give not bad opinions, but because any opinion is technically valid, but they'll just be an asshole about it. And that's kind of just been a thing on the internet since it started. And I don't know why all of a sudden now YouTube's deciding this is too far, we need to remove the dislike button because now it's too bad. And apparently also a smaller but also still valid reason to YouTube for getting rid of the dislike bar is because, also I wanted to mention that the dislike button is not gone. You can still dislike a video. It just doesn't do anything at all. Okay? It only shows the public likes of a video. YouTube will not show you the public amount of dislikes on a YouTube video. Only the creator privately can see those statistics. So, yeah, too bad. And this leads to some really weird situations where a YouTube video, like some very infamous YouTube videos, will have like 1 million likes. And it's like, okay, 1 million likes, that's good. You just can't see all the dislikes because there's millions more dislikes. So yeah, that's pretty funny. My favorite example of this, just being absolutely retarded, is this. Yeah, Rebecca Black's Friday. It has plenty of likes. Must be a great video, right? Not so much. Also, kind of the same thing with YouTube Rewind 2018. Even though it's not like YouTube Rewind 2018 has a terribly high amount of likes, but still, it has a lot of likes. And you can't see the dislikes, so you just assume that, it has like the 99% ratio, which most videos do have. And also, something that's pretty interesting and something that I personally really like is that you probably already know, but the first video on YouTube is titled "Me at the Zoo," and it's a quick under a minute video of one of the founders of YouTube, Jod Karim. He seems like a cool guy. It's just a quick like 30-second video. Or I think it might be even shorter than that. It's just a quick video of him at the zoo, and he explains that elephants are really cool because they have really long trunks. And it's a great video. I recommend you check it out. And essentially, the video has around 200 million views, which is insane. It's a lot. It has a lot of views, which makes sense because it's the first video. But like, it's still gaining way like a ton of views to this day. And the creator of that video, Jod himself, he decided to come out with a statement by changing the description of the video. I forgot what the description was beforehand, but he changed it to essentially speaking out against the getting rid of the dislike button, or getting rid of the dislike bar, and showing and getting rid of the ability to see the public amount of dislikes. He essentially just spoke about how it kind of irked him in the wrong way, and it really irks me in the wrong way too. Like, it just gives me like a little uneasy feeling in my stomach. And honestly, there's two ways to interact with, two main ways. The two main way, well, I guess there's three. One, watch it. Two, like or dislike it. Three, comment on it. Those are like the main ways. You can also share it, add it to a playlist, but we'll ignore those. Essentially, commenting. Are they gonna get rid of that too? Because if you make a nasty comment, that's way worse than just clicking the dislike button, in my opinion. Because, that's actually words. That can actually affect somebody. Dislikes is just like a number, but a comment is actually thoughts that someone thought out and decided to share it with you, whether it's bad or good. And comments can be really good, but they can also be really bad. So I don't know why YouTube thought to get rid of dislikes, but I do think if they got rid of the comments, that would create so much backlash that they would have to go back. But just getting rid of the dislike button, just like that one little thing, it's not really going to get them that much backlash. So, maybe they'll slowly just like work their way into like getting rid of all these community features just to make YouTube a more corporate place. And they've said that getting rid of the dislike button is not to benefit corporations, but like I honestly, like, at this point, like, it's just so dumb. And it's kind of scary because as a creator who's been here around for like 2 years, so obviously I haven't been around for that long, but I've kind of seen my fair share of the creator experience a little bit, as a small creator. And, as that, this is really scary because now when I see my own videos, I can't see the dislike button. And as a creator, I can still go privately into the YouTube Studio website and check out a video's likes and dislikes. I can still privately do that, but it's just not the same, man, because when you get rid of something's function, people aren't going to use it. It's like taking the top of a hammer and then just giving someone the stick, and it's like, have fun, I guess. And yeah, it's pretty much the equivalent to the dislike button, to using the dislike button now. And like, now people aren't going to use it. So also a lot of also videos, well, there's I'll get to it in a second, but yeah, now that it has no function, people aren't going to use it, and that kind of gets rid of a little sense of community, because let's face it, some videos are genuinely just objectively bad and people dislike them, so they're going to get mass disliked because they're bad. And I think that's fine, because like, for example, if someone's just doing a horrible thing on camera, that obviously should get disliked, that obviously should receive backlash, but I forgot exactly where I was going. But another thing I want to bring up, sorry, this video is just very unorganized, but I feel like it had to be made because as someone who makes videos pretty consistently, I'd say this is very scary, and it's just not fun, and I wanted to just get my thoughts about it. Another video I wanted to turn our attention to is a video titled Neutral Response, and it's a clip from Futurama where this alien guy, he walks up and he says, "I have no strong feelings one way or the other." And the video, the dislike, there was a little bit of a game with the dislikes and likes, essentially to keep it the exact same. It's kind of similar to PewDiePie's video where it's like, can this video get the same amount of likes and dislikes? Which it still did, and that video is ruined too. But Neutral Response is ruined, and that video just had a special place in my heart, and now it's gone. And also, and pretty much any videos where it's like, I need you to dislike this video, they're obsolete. The titles and the dislike button are obsolete on those videos. And also the Wikipedia page for list of most disliked YouTube videos, that's just going to stay the same forever now, because it's not going to be updated, because there's no way to see that anymore. There's no way to see those statistics anymore. So yeah, this just kind of just like, I don't know, it just leaves me with a bad feeling in my stomach. And if YouTube removes the comments in the one day, I also will probably make a video on that, like, definitely, because that's way worse than the dislikes in my opinion, but both are still really bad. It's just like a smaller step towards like censorship on YouTube, and YouTube becoming a more corporate place, which it kind of has been for a while now. But then this is just like, Now this just kind of gets rid of like the small amount of community that we still do have left, and like now it's just getting like mauled like piece by piece, and I don't know, this whole situation's stinky, and you know, in protest, I want you to just like this video, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next video, and goodbye.